I've always stayed away from VFX when it comes to my short films, and that's not because I don't like it or because I feel I'm not good at it. Oh well, I'm probably not good at it, but you guys know I spent a considerable amount of time on this channel dedicating it to visual effects tutorials and teaching you guys how to do multiple different versions of effects, from movies involving 3D effects, involving particle effects, simulation, stock footage, etc, etc. But when it comes to incorporating those into a fictional drama, which is what I make, it can end up looking less believable. And so generally, I stay away from doing VFX in movies and like to keep it to the core aspects of making a short film, such as the acting, such as the directing, such as the production process, instead of worrying about the post-production process. But with this one, I kind of changed it up a bit. So I wrote a story that depended on VFX aspects. Now granted, they weren't huge VFX aspects, but they were there and they were nerve-wracking. Starting off the process, I knew exactly what I needed, and it was quite scary, but lucky enough, I knew a few great dudes. So I reached out to the guys over at ActionVFX and asked them if they wanted to get in on some of the action on this project. I'm so lame. I'm sorry. But they were gracious enough to say yes and provide me with the assets I needed in order to make it work. By the way, before I continue, I am going to say that I am affiliated with ActionVFX. I do have a special promo code and such, which I'll tell you about a little bit later in the description. But this has literally nothing to do with the quality of assets that these guys produce. I promise you, it's probably the best assets on the entire internet, and whether or not I am working with them or they help me out in certain things, I'd be using their assets either way, because it really is the best place for stock footage on the entire internet.
Pardon!
Now obviously I've used their assets before multiple times, whether it comes to other short films, tutorials, or just anything I'm working on, because it's so versatile. But when it comes to working on a project that you're so passionate about, that you've poured all of your effort into writing and preparing for, that multiple people are helping you with, spending their quality time, it's nice to see an asset trying to help you in the post-production process, instead of trying to bully you and tear your project down to the ground and beat it to a pulp. That got away from me. Let me rephrase. It's nice when the assets you're using actually help you and are easy to use, comfortable to use, and more versatile than when the assets are trying to attack you and choke you. And okay, I need to stop doing that. So during the process, while I was doing the VFX, I realized that my whole intention of making it ultra realistic and Oscar-worthy material wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen, and so I decided to shift gears. Now this can be a bit uneasy, especially when you're halfway through post-production and through the entire pre-production and production process, you were focused on making everything ultra realistic and a certain vision. But when you realize it's not working, and you maybe didn't shoot it 100% correctly, and the lighting wasn't that great, and your muzzle flashes aren't going to look ultra realistic, I shifted gears and I decided to make it more fun, more big, more loud. So I scaled up the size of the muzzle flashes, I increased the opacity of the smoke, I added more blood, more gore, I added stuff everywhere, I added bullet hits where there weren't supposed to be bullet hits. Physics doesn't mean a piece of wood's going to spark, you know? It's kind of impossible. But when push comes to shove, you make that wood spark. One interesting shot, and one of my favorites from the entire film, is this shot over here. This one, the way it came together, it just, it tickles me, you know? It just tickles me. So what we have over here is we obviously have the muzzle flashes on the gun with some light adjustments, color adjustments, and we have some adjustment layers, obviously adding light fall off from the actor. Now this blended all really well, but it felt a little bit empty when I was busy doing the shot, and I realized that he has glasses on, and that's a perfect way or a perfect opportunity to add some reflections in. So I duplicated some of the muzzle flashes, scaled them down, angled them in a 3D plane, attached them and tracked them to the glasses, added some effects such as blur and glow, and blended them into the shot. And what we have is a shot that looks like this, now looking like this, and it really adds a lot more to pop the shot. Now, would there really be such obvious muzzle flashes reflected on his glasses in real life? Probably not. Probably not. But it looks cool. Looks really cool. So we do it, you know.
Once you go black, you don't go back.
Adding small things like that really do a lot to push your shot over the line of basic. And obviously you do the normal things, such as adding bullet hits and color correcting it, adding a bit of shadows, matching it to the lighting of the scene. But finding little areas where you can add a little bit more, it does a lot to separate your shot from any other shot that you would normally have. ActionVFX really pulled out the big guns here, pun intended this time. I will not apologize. for my puns, but they really came through to help me, and I know this project has been slogging along. It's been quite a number of months before it's actually out now and you're actually seeing it. So I want to thank the guys over there for their patience, especially Joe, who I worked closely with, for providing me with the assets and for not panicking when I took a bit longer than expected to finish this project. If you want to get some great VFX assets, the best stock footage on the entire internet, whether it's explosions, muzzle flashes, dust hits, dust waves, bullet hits, bullet sounds, basically anything you can dream and think of. I bet you're thinking of water. Yes, they have water effects. Fog, oh yeah, they got that too. Mist, yeah. They got them all. Hit the ActionVFX down in the description and check it out. And if you want to use my promo code, which is on screen right now, you can get 10% off on your final purchase, which is quite great if you ask me, especially because their prices are already, you know, dirt cheap. They have dirt effects also. That's what they have. They have the dirt effects and all the others. Damn. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this little sneak peek behind the scenes of my short film Anaesthetized Chaos. If you haven't seen the short film, I don't know why the hell you stuck to the end of this video, but go check it out in the end screen of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying supportive, and I will see you guys in the next video.